How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin, back with another video. We got a MIG 35 Pro here. I'm going to try to give you as much information on this product as I possibly can so you can decide whether you want to purchase one or not. We're going to get it out of the box, lay it out on the table, and show you what you get with it. Okay, I have laid out here on the table everything that's going to come with your welder in your box. It does come with an owner's manual, and I would suggest reading it and understanding it. Before you get started, I'll only give you the basics in the video. This here is going to be your MIG torch. This is your ground for your stick and MIG and TIG welding. This is going to be your stick torch. They're going to give you some extra tips for your MIG welder. You get some 8mm wire. Now, if you're wondering what size this is in inches, it's 030. And you're going to get your 3-in-1 welder. Now, this thing will MIG weld, it will lift TIG weld, and stick weld. And I know a lot of you are out there looking at this little welder and saying, how can this little welder do all that? Well, it will. I have several of these welders and I really like them and they work great. We're going to get this little machine set up and we're going to do a little bit of stick welding with it. And I have to be completely honest with you, I'm not very good at stick welding. My thing is the MIG welding. But we're going to set it up and show you that it will stick weld. What's nice about these little machines is right on the inside, it shows you exactly how to hook your polarity up on your machine right in here. This is for flux core. This is MMA, which would be stick welding. And this is for your lift TIG. All you have to do is set your leads in there exactly like that, and turn your machine on, get it set, and you're ready to go. Alright, I got my machine set up for the stick welding, and we're using a 1/16 Easy Strike rod. Now, most hobbyists or people who are just getting started out, 1/8" steel is probably going to be your main size metal you're going to be welding. You can weld 1/4" steel, but that's really pushing this little machine as far as it can go on that 1/4". But this 3/8, them go-karts, lawnmowers, little tractors, different things, four-wheelers, that 1/8" steel is going to be prime spot for thickness of steel. So, like I said, I'm not much of a stick welder, but we're going to give it a try. I've never used this machine. And we're going to give it a try. We're going to see how it works. I'm just like a beginner like you when it comes to stick welding. Okay, we're going to go with a little bit thicker size rod here, and this is a J422. I'm just going to lay a bead down here. I want to see if I can get something to do something a little better than what I was. Stick welding takes practice, for sure. So now, so far, what I've seen that worked the best in here is these Easy Strikes. These are a 1/16" rod, and they do work a lot better than any of the other rods I've used so far. Okay, I can say stick welding is something you're definitely going to have to practice at. You're going to have to dial your machine in. One nice thing I can tell you about these leads on here, for a workbench, it has really nice length on the leads. But stick welding is going to take some practice. So it will stick weld. Get that machine dialed in. It's got the power to do it. I'm just not a stick welder. So we're going to go ahead and set this machine up for MIG welding. And then we'll do a little MIG welding and see how that goes. Okay, we have our machine all set up for MIG welding now, and this is what I like to do, so we should be able to see a better weld than what we got with the stick welder. So let's give it a try. We got a piece of 1/8" steel. We're going to weld it to the 1/4" steel. Much nicer weld. Like I said, I'm just not good at the stick. This thing will MIG weld, and it MIG welds nice. I'm just going to lay a bead down through here. Now, that's not a bad weld right there for not being a professional welder. And I think if I needed to weld something in my shop, I wouldn't have any problem using this welder. Okay, to give you my thoughts on this machine, this is probably the most simplest machine I've seen yet. And I've had a lot of welders go through my shop to review. This one here is very beginner-friendly welder. It's nice that it has the inside. You can do the polarity from in here to set up your wires where you want them. It's all marked right here. It shows you how to put in your wire in your machine. Everything is right on the inside of this panel right here. Now, when you put in your, say you want to do flux core. Flux core is my favorite. And when you turn your machine on, you'll see that little mode button right here. And if you click on that mode button, it'll go through and it'll show you the size wire that you're using. Like we would use in the 030. So we put it on 030, you can go to 035, or you can go to 040. And then you can go down to your stick welder, and then that would be your lift TIG at the bottom. Very simple. All you have to do is, if you need to adjust up or adjust down, just set the machine to where you're comfortable. This is a very simple machine to use. Great for beginners, great for hobbyists, great for my shop. This will weld whatever I need to weld on my workbench with no problem at all. Now, one thing about these MIG welders, and I'm going to share this with you guys before you even get started and you buy or purchase one of these. When you're welding, this tip gets super hot, okay? So when you lay it down on the bench, don't touch this wire. Don't touch the tip of this on this wire. Because if you do, you're going to melt that coating on the outside of here. Now, that being said, the first welder that I got and I really liked a lot, I laid it down on it and I burned it. Wasn't happy because I really liked that little welder. But I can say that they will ship you out these parts. If you burn this, they'll ship you out these parts, and they're very inexpensive. Even as far as the tips go, the little extra tips that they give you in here, I had ordered a whole wand and tips, switched it over from 040 to 030. No, it's not this one, but another one. And it was very inexpensive. It wasn't very expensive at all to do that. So I told them to ship me out some wire for it and everything, and got it for a very good price. So that was great. But just to let you guys know, don't touch that tip on this wire, because you're going to see it's going to burn a hole in it. I think this wire, the wires could have been coated with something else. Maybe some kind of fireproof rubber, or I don't know. I don't know what they got. But definitely a good welder. I liked it. It MIG weld great. I think if you're a decent stick welder, I don't think you'll have any trouble getting this thing up. It's got the power. I just don't know how to use it. So yeah, I think it works great. This machine's only 110 volts, so you can plug it into any outlet in your shop and you can go with it. It is not a 220 welder, it's a 110 welder. As you've seen how nice it welded with the MIG, it did a really good job. You can take that and weld anywhere you want. You can put a strap on the top of this. There's holes here in the top of this welder. You can put that thing on your shoulder, jump up inside the back of your truck. If you need to weld on a headache rack, or you need to weld into something up high or down low, this thing is so light you can take it anywhere you want. So that being said, I'm going to leave a link in the description down below. If you're interested in one of these, check them out. I hope that I gave you enough information so you can decide whether you'd like to purchase one or not. Thanks for watching.